When it comes to speaking your mind and just coming out and saying how you feel and being in those situations, what can you say about that confidence? I know you talked about the book and not wanting to be small anymore, just how that's a daily thing for you now.
Well, at first it used to be very bothersome for me because I was so worried about trying to appease everybody. I want everybody to like me. And I was quickly taught that in this industry, there's no way everybody's going to like you. Prime example, if Duke is playing somebody and I say, hey, Duke is going to win this game, I get a blitz of tweets from people and hate mail. Of course you're going to pick Duke, you homer, blah, blah, blah. If I say, hey, North Carolina's going to beat Duke, well, you're just trying too hard to not be biased, and you're a Carolina lover. I'm like, no, I just don't care. I mean, I have love for my school, I have love for Coach K, but that doesn't influence who I think is going to win the game. So, I have horse blinders on. I don't care what you have to say. You don't have to like it. That's how I feel.
When you talk about influence, just what can you say about Coach K and his influence on your life, not just on the court, but as a person?
He is relentless, and I think that's something that makes him great. His attention to detail in everything he does in his life is off the charts. And one of the things that I think he's absolutely brilliant about is that a lot of people get consumed with the game of basketball, and they concentrate on all of his accolades and 5 national championships and the countless national players of the year and the #1 draft picks. But he is way more impactful in players' lives as helping them become men than he ever could in helping them become better basketball players. And I think that's one of the most understated things about him, is that he teaches you how to become a better person. And for me, prime example, my freshman year, when I would turn the ball over, I would take one negative play into the next and be like, nope, next play. Get out of your own funk and lose yourself in this moment. This is a new moment. And for me in my life, having my motorcycle accident, think about that. I mean, I had to get on to the next play. And if he doesn't talk me through how to do that, I never pull myself up from a really bad space.
Bring me through that process. When you went through that, when you went through the accident with motorcycle to where you are today, just that adversity and how you overcame it and how you look back on a moment like that.
It's an arduous process. It's one that still goes on today. I still find different things out about myself to this moment. But it was a process where I needed to learn who Jason was without the sport. And for a long time, I allowed the sport to define me. And a lot of kids do it. That's what you do your whole life. There's an identity relationship with the sport and with yourself. And all of a sudden have that quickly taken away. So, well, who am I without the ball? And it takes a while for anybody to find themselves. And you find out things that I was good at, things I wasn't good at. I made mistakes. I had some issues, with my knee and addiction issues that I needed to work through. And it's been a process that has made me a better individual overall.
What can you say about that process when there are guys out there that are going through addiction, going through different things, egos that are involved in the game as well? When you look at the youth of today that are kind of looking for a way above all of this in the world of social media where anybody can get at you at any time, what can you say to people that are trying to play the sport or trying to do whatever they want to do in their life to be focused and to kind of block out the negativity and at the same time make sure that they stay away from some of those things that can pull them away?
You have to get lost in your own challenges, and that's what I say. I am extremely competitive, and whenever somebody says to me, hey, good job, I'm like, no, how can I be better? I want to be better. And when you get lost in your own competitive challenge, then all of a sudden what everybody else says about you doesn't matter, because you hold yourself to higher standards than anybody else. And that's how it should be. That's what the greats do. And for me, it took a while to get to that point where I have to close out other people's thoughts on how I should be better. No, I need to surround myself. Who's on my team? And I tell people all the time, successful companies have boards, right? So there are people that the CEO needs to answer to, and their job is to be, a think tank. How can we do what's in the best interest of the company? Right. And I ask people all the time, who's on your board? Do you have people that hold you to higher standards, or do you have people that just don't care? So you start surrounding yourself with people that want you to be great. All of a sudden you're like, all right, I like that. That's a different challenge, and you hold yourself to that same bar.